Hello everybody and welcome back to another Blender Game Engine tutorial. Today we're going to be covering a couple of things. First off, we're going to be fixing this gun. So right now, I can shoot as fast as my little finger desires to click. And what we're going to be doing right now is fixing... Sorry, I'm just taking a drink of my water here. We're going to be fixing that so that it can only shoot... Oh no, I spilled. It can only shoot when we... in intervals we want it to, so we can't spam it rapidly. So yeah, sorry, I'm actually away from my computer right now. I have these wireless headphones. There we go, now they're plugged in and stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to add 3 properties. And this is going to be shoot, or can shoot, timer, and... actually, we'll call this on-off. I don't know if we need a second or a third property. We'll find out pretty soon. So, you see right here, let's go full screen with this. These 3 here are leading from here. So that's the shoot controller, okay? So, if we lead this back to here, this is the one we want. So, you will only be able to shoot when the property... on-off is equal to on, which will actually be an integer set to 1. And this is going to be an integer set to 100. Let's go. You'll only be able to shoot when it's equal to 1. Okay, so let's, that's the one. You want it like that. When you do shoot, it's going to set the property on-off to 2. Okay. And when the property on-off is equal to 2, which is equal to off, we're going to put on ticks for this. It's going to property add timer -1. Then we're going to go countdown. We're actually going to set this to about, let's go 30. Okay. So when that is equal to off, I'm going to do the countdown. Now, when the property timer is equal to 0, it is going to not only set the property timer back to 30, it is also going to set property on-off to 1 again. So set on. So now this should work, and we will see fairly quickly here if it doesn't. And what's the other ones that are on? Zombie box. Alright, so let's turn off these zombie box properties. We don't want to see those right now. And let's play these. So, I can't spam it. If you can hear my mouse, I'm literally clicking as fast as I can. It's only shooting when it's capable of shooting. So we can actually do a couple other things like this, like adjust it. You could fix machine gun settings. When I hold down, this is just holding down, you can see what the actual tick is. So we'll see what this is, because we're actually going to want to make this relatively close to this. So when the actual left mouse is down, that's a frequency of 30, so it's actually the exact same. So we actually just got lucky with that. Which never happens with me. So yeah, that is a basic, simple way to do that, and yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is try and make it so that when you touch the zombie, or when the zombie touches you, it hurts you. I just tried to do ladders, but it didn't work, so I'm cutting it out of the recording. And when I can actually figure it out, I'll make an episode. So, now what we're going to do with this zombie here is we're going to go cursor to selected, alt the rotation of this guy here. When we play it should still work. Okay, and I'm going to go cursor to selected again, add a cube, and I'm actually just going to go to the, move that there, this layer here, and I'm going to, first off, grab this on the z-axis, scale it on the z-axis, go into wireframe, scale it on the y, and this here is going to be a geometry, we'll call this a zombie arm box, and we'll call this zombie arm box. And when, or this is going to be a static actor ghost invisible collision bounds box. Okay, and when we play that should, it has to be connected to this guy actually. So when we play it should connect, good. And now what we can do is connect this with the other guy. So I'm not sure which health where the health thing is. So we're going to borrow this one. We're going to add, did I not have a health thing? I could have sworn I did. Okay. I guess we're going to shift E this one. And hide this for a second. Okay, so we're going to grab this, shift E that, and what's going on? Grab it over here, and we're going to delete all this, or we're going to rename this one health counter. Health counter. Counter. There you go. And this is actually going to be on this side because I think that's the health. Okay, and does this not? Okay, that one does. Okay. Now what we're going to do is actually move the health counter from all the other ones. This one, other one should still work. Yeah, it does. Okay, and that was weird. Okay, health counter, much like this one, it's going to have a property. It's going to be called integer, and it's going to be set to 1. Let's see if that works. Because sometimes, yep, it works. Okay, sometimes doing that doesn't quite work all the time for you. Okay, so this is actually going to be set to 100, so you're going to have 100 health. And what we're going to do is when the when this guy, no, why isn't that working? Damn it, this was doing this last time too. I'm going to Google search this, 1 second, guys. Yeah, I seriously can't find anything on this. Basically, I shift-clicked both of these, and it won't show me both, which is very freaking annoying. View, properties. Okay, this is very annoying. But basically, when the character box touches the zombie arm box, it's going to add. I'm going to actually pause this and do some more research because we can't actually finish our game if we can't do this. Okay, so I asked around on the Blender Artist forums, and a very kind sir, Blueprint Random, said I prefer to use an always copy property. So we're going to give this a shot. So we're going to select this and this. And what we're going to do, I guess we have to do that the opposite way, is like it's touched by the No, that's not going to work. Me. Property, it's going to set the property. I guess we need to get, so copy property. I don't think that's going to work. Property. So we need to transfer it to the health counter. Copy this property, the name of the property. Never mind, that won't work because it's a text property and it's not going to. Okay, so what I've done is I've created a new scene with the exact same settings and called it player. And what I'm just going to do is grab all these guys right here, link it to the player. Then I'm actually going to delete the player here. Grab this player and make it a single object thing. So now we can grab this guy here and this guy here. There we go. Thank you. So when this guy here, we actually need to reverse the selection. So that and that. Now, when this guy touches a zombie, it's going to property add -1. Sorry, add text. Actually, let's call it -5. So it's 5. So -5 health. And we're going to connect those. And when the property text, which is health, is equal to 0, what it's going to do is set the scene. So we're going to go scene, set scene, and later we're going to have a scene called game over, which is the scene that's going to happen when you die. And it's just going to be a title screen that says you lose. Okay, cool. So now, before we do anything else, we're going to go. You know what? I'm actually not going to do it because I'm Actually, you know what? We may as well. We have the time to do it. Let's do it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a health pack. So I'm going to go cube, scale Y, okay, scale X actually, scale Z, and then I'm going to add a cube inside. Scale Y. And I'm going to just really quickly model this. And I'm going to add 2 loop cuts, scale on the Z, 2 loop cuts here, scale on the Y, loop cut there, and a loop cut there, and then a loop cut here, and a loop cut there. And that's going to be pretty high poly for what I want, but it's fine. I'm going to add a quick hemi to the scene just so I can see what I'm doing. The sun's actually right pointing, glaring at my screen, and I cannot see anything. So I'm going to hang a towel up over my window. Which didn't work at all. It just fell. Okay, never mind, because that's getting annoying. What we're going to do is just going to call this health pack. And save that, and I'm going to add 2 colors. It's going to be called white, and we're going to assign all of that, and this is going to be called red. This is just going to be a red color, like so. And these faces here are going to be assigned to red. Assign. Just like that, we've created a very simple low poly, or not really low poly, but well, low poly, but not low poly for its size. And we're going to scale that up a little bit and grab it on the z-axis, and that looks pretty good. Now, origin to geometry. So this guy here is going to be a no collision. This guy here is going to be static, actor, ghost, invisible, not an actor, I lied, collision balance on box. And this is going to be called health pack box. Constantly turning off health pack box, and this is going to have material called health pack box. Now, when this thing gets touched, this doesn't actually need I lied, it doesn't need one. When this thing gets touched by the player material, it's going to edit object, end object. This right here, we're going to call this health pack counter, and this is going to be text set to 0. Okay, and this is going to be moved over just a little bit. We can disconnect those, and we're going to shift select, and so it's going to add, or I guess, select this one. It's going to property add text -1. Now, when you press H for heal, it is going to property text add -1 to remove one of the health packs that you just used, and it's also going to set this. So when you press your keyboard, it's going to set this property text assign 100. So it's going to replenish your health when you use a health pack. So keyboard H, I think that is perfect. And there's only going to be 5 of these on the map, so you can only heal so much. Okay, now when this does touch the player, it's going to add this pickup ammo sound effect. It's just going to play end. Just going to do that. And when you press keyboard H, it's going to do the same thing. Cool, so let's grab everything here except for this Hemi. Try that again. And Control N to loadout. Go to loadout. Make these their own single datas. And now what I'm going to do is bring these, parent this to this, of course, and grab both of these. First off, bring it to the right level. Maybe scale that up a bit so it's the same size as other boxes. And I'm going to scatter these around the map. So I'm going to put one here, maybe one right there, maybe one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if we play our game now, we're going to have a couple of nifty little things. So ignoring the zombies, actually yes, let's get the zombie in here, because we want to see what he can do. If this zombie would stop reacting funny. Player material. He's tracking to object character box. Alright, let's try now. What's this guy tracking to? we go. So you gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. If you're doing object libraries, make sure that the names are not linked. Let's let this guy touch us. And you know what? I bet our... There we go. So he's actually too big, so we're going to scale him down a little bit. Because he's too small, we're too big, so it's going to be a little child zombie now. But now you can see he can hurt us. He's doing damage to me. And if I press H, I replenish. However, you can see I was able to press H when I didn't have any ammo. So now we have to make it so that you can only press H. So you can only press H if the property text is not equal to 0. And now let's also turn off this, and now we have like a pretty good looking game here. So this guy can hurt us, and if we run away and shoot him, he keeps hurting us until we kill him. There we go. And now we want to find a health pack, so I wonder where we could find one. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Got dinner time. Let's just really quickly open this. And let's, why can't we go in? Pardon me, guys, just had to sneeze, so I muted my mic. I know there's one right here, though. So let's grab this one. So we grab that. And now we healed. Oh, there's no sound coming out. I think my mic turned off. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.